I know people have been asking if I figured anything else out with my like health shit. The answer is really no. Got more blood taken this week, so my CO2 came back down to normal range. That aninon or whatever it is went back to the normal levels. So my blood work and shit is coming back normal. Like the respiratory infection's gone now. The only thing I really noticed is I still got like a little bit of like, I don't want to say chest pain, but like an L, still a little like upside down L, like this way on my chest. I'm thinking it's more like a pulled muscle, like on the inside, like my rib cage, not really my heart. Because like when it hurts a little bit, like I can grab the side of my whatever rib cage and like pinch like the fat that I have, and like the pain goes away. So I'm pretty sure it's just like a tweaked muscle. I noticed it more yesterday after work, so I'm thinking that's what that is instead of like a heart issue, unless I have some kind of block or something that nobody can really seem to find, which still might be the case. But it just, like, my whole endurance, like, and drive is still not there. I did that 18-mile Hell Hath No Hurry today, and I just don't have the legs. I will say, like, that week I took off, like, and just did nothing, I think really reset my whole body. And what I mean by that is I finally, after like 3-4 years, if not longer, finally allowed my body to completely heal. I think that's why I pissed so much that week, like on that Wednesday, is like the inflammation just completely left my body. And that was one of the key things that allowed me to run day after day and just recover like within like a 6-hour period. Like I could run a 5K in the morning, drop like a 17, and I could go do this 17 like 4 hours later or like 2 hours later, just because I could recover like that. It's because I kept my body inflamed the whole time. And now the inflammation finally left my body, and now I can't heal quickly, because every time last couple weeks, like I did a couple mile, like a 5K run, just, you know, in training, or bike 5-10 miles, I could feel my legs being sore and tired, even the next day. So it's like I did a complete body reset, and now I have to start from scratch again to build the endurance and all that fun shit back up, because it's just, honestly, it's just not there. Like running like 5 miles or something, and then I'm like done. Where that used to be like a cakewalk, and I could just like laugh because it just was nothing. And now it's just yeah, now it's a struggle. And that's why I always tell people, when you taper for a race, you take a week or something off from race training for like a week before a big race, you start to lose your endurance and stuff after 3 days. It's been proven. So like when people, start to taper and then they just like quit for a week, they lose so much training and like ability, like they just don't realize that, and then they have bad races and they wonder why. And I think that's, I'm proving that a little bit. But again, my body just finally healed. I think I pushed it to the point where it's just basically saying it's done. I know like professional runners, it happens to them all the time. Not that I'm in their caliber, but they just push themselves for so long and run so many miles. Like one day their body's just like, we're done. And I think that basically is what my body's saying now. You're not going to run anymore like distance. And I'm pretty sure I agree with it. It's just, unless something happens, I just feel like my body just says you're done. Like sometimes it takes years for elite athletes to get back into the game. Sometimes they just disappear and never get back into it when their body says that. Again, it's happened to many people, not just elites, but just local runners who race all the time. And it doesn't matter if it's a runner or if it's like a football player or basketball player, baseball player. Like sometimes their bodies just say, no more, we're not going to do this anymore, and they're done. Like you could see it in like the pro level all the time. Somebody has a couple great years, and then the next year they can't hit the ball anymore. They're hitting, lucky to hit like 200 when they're a 300 hitter. It just happens, and I'm again pretty sure my body is just saying you're done. And it's just weird that like that whole week I took off was just like a complete reset, unless I could figure out how to get the inflammation back, where it just continually heals myself and allows me to like during a race to like heal while I'm running. I'm probably gonna have to stick to 5 and 10 Ks for now, if that. Like I just might be done and retire. So like I'm pretty sure as of right now, July 1st is Ironstones next weekend, and I'm pretty sure that I'm not going to be able to run it just because I'm not going to be able to run 100K. I'm going to struggle the whole time and probably end up DNFing because my body's just not there. And I might have screwed myself up so much during the Laurel Highlands, I might have like ate away at muscle because I smelt like the ammonia on my clothes from like the first 17 miles, and it was horrible. So I went into that like muscle breakdown stage. Maybe I did so much damage now I'm gonna have to rebuild my muscles and stuff back up from scratch if I'm actually able to. So I probably should have definitely quit Laurel Highlands and not pushed on, because I probably just did more damage than anything. I mean, I trained so hard for this summer, like mileage wise, heat training wise. I did everything that you should have did. Hills, like the hill repeats, doing a long run each week, using 5Ks and stuff for like speed work. And all of a sudden, like from Grayson Highlands on, it just started falling apart. And then World's End, I just, put myself into that. I should have probably just backed out of Laurel Highlands to begin with. But I felt good. But then I shit the bed again, and just going on from like mile 26 to 70 was probably such a bad mistake. It just might have ruined me for a while. But I guess the good thing is, at least my blood levels are all normal-ish. Like the testosterone and like I said, my CO2 and stuff is all where it needs to be now. All my vitamins are where it needs to be. I just don't know. Like today I was just sweating my ass off more than I should have been, and just still getting overheated, and I couldn't push. I didn't have the legs for an 18-mile race with 2,500 feet of gain. I mean, that's a training run for me, and I couldn't even, like, I struggled through it. Granted, it was humid as hell out and like 80 degrees, but that is honestly a training run for me, 2 months ago. And now I can't finish it. Like, I mean, I finished it, but like it's a struggle. Like I'm walking by the end, so I don't know. It just sucks that I'm gonna have to build up from scratch, and I don't have time to do that for some of the goals that I had for this year. So it's either struggle the whole race or just back out, which the smart move is to back out and not hurt myself permanently and do damage. know. That's all I know. The doctors seem to think everything's fine. I mean, I feel fine. I'm not saying there isn't something going on internally, but I guess I'm probably just gonna have to quit. But that's all I know for now. So everything's pretty much up in the air from now on, at least the next couple months. But unless I get in a proper mindset, I think anything over like a 5 or 10K is just out of the question, because I just don't think I can handle it anymore.